Get ready because today I am sharing a ton of high-end DIYs that are stunning. This video is jam-packed full of inspiration without spending a ton of money that you won't want to miss. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and let's get on into it. They only had one of these little gold leaf frames left and I grabbed it as fast as I saw it. I thought it was beautifully made, so much texture and the perfect shade of gold. It's not too yellow gold, but it coordinates perfect with this peel and stick sheet that I love so much. I'm definitely going to be looking for some more of these, but I wanted to attach it to a piece of real wood. Now I thought it was so funny. This decor piece has had a long life. It has $15 on the original tag. It looks like it was in like maybe a vintage store or something for $5, and then the Goodwill had it for $1.99. So I grabbed it. It is a sturdy piece. Definitely went through a lot of hands or someone couldn't sell it, so it's fun to make this over. I tried to attach the peel and stick directly to it, but all of the wording was showing through, so go ahead and take a second to cover that over. So after I had covered all of the wording with the white paint, I used thick white chalk paint, let that completely dry, and then apply the gold foil leaf to it. I did not like Mod Podge this down or anything. It had a really nice adhesive on the back. Sometimes I do. I feel like if the paint dries too chalky, but this like stuck on there really well. I did find a really fun effect. If I went over the gold foiling with the sandpaper, it didn't look as fake. It kind of blended in more, gave it more of a lighter appearance, and I just loved it so much more. So go ahead, remove the backing from the frame. I stuck in just a little black and white photo of my daughter. I thought this was really cute, just like a subtle photo in here. Cut it down to size, put it back in the frame, and then you can use like command strips or a piece of Velcro, something that you could like make removable. I just went for it, added hot glue because I'll probably leave this in here for a long time. Tried to get it as center as possible and displayed this, but I think it is such an elegant piece and looks like it was made to go on there. Okay, so for this next project, I was actually inspired looking through the Dollar Tree. Someone was already testing out the new candlesticks with these little glass pieces on top, and I love the look of them, so I had to put this to good use. So you can tell whenever you have them the way that they're sold, the top is bigger and the bottom's smaller. When I set the glass container on the top, it didn't fit very well. So if you actually flip these over, the base is larger, giving it a more high-end look, but then the glass piece itself fits a lot better. So I ended up putting these together upside down and then glued them with some hot glue. Now, I just didn't want these to be plain glass on glass and not dress them up any, just popping a candle inside. So I had a really fun idea to use some of this black little small rocks down in the bottom and then put these votive candles right inside. But what really elevates this look is I take like some of the nicer greenery pieces that I'm finding at Dollar Tree, cut the tips off of this little plant, and then stick them around the candle. This gives it the warmness of the greenery and it just matches my decor better, not just leaving them plain, but I feel like really dresses it up. The glass votive candle is going to protect the flame away from these. I'm trying to push them underneath of where the flame would be, but I think these are so fun and stylish, and I just hated to blow out these candles. I just thought they looked so pretty all lit up. Okay, it took me a few different trips to the Dollar Trees, different ones, to actually find these specific planters. I had been seeing other people finding them and I just loved them, but once I saw them in the store, I thought they were just as stunning as I imagined them. So I go ahead and grab a couple of them as well as one of the newer glass candlestick holders, and I'm going to be stacking these up on top of each other. So I place the candlestick holder down in one of them, and then for the other one, I'm adding in the styrofoam, removing the tags off of these gorgeous hanging greenery picks, and then stabbing them right into the top. My styrofoam did become a little bit loose from the hot glue that I originally added, so I did add some more hot glue and then decided to wedge it in there with some just wrapping paper that I usually keep if I go to like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, or Hobby Lobby. So go ahead, stick that in there. It holds it really nice and tight. Covered that up with some Spanish moss, and I love the fact that this is so long and hanging, and whenever I put it up on the planter, it's going to hang over the bottom one too. So I do have to trim it in the end because it is so long, but I just hot glue these two together and then fill in the bottom planter. You could use more greenery. I just added in some more Spanish moss, but this piece come together so gorgeous. Exactly what I thought I wanted. You could even put a larger planter at the bottom, but I just thought these were too cute not to display. Alright, if you see any of these arch decor pieces at the Dollar Tree, grab a couple. Even like the different colors, grab a couple of each because there are so many fun ways or great ways that we can put these to good use. I am pairing these with some of the Dollar Tree wood pieces. I'm just marking them where I want them, and we're going to be creating some gorgeous bookends with these. These look so high end, like you purchased them from somewhere that was not the Dollar Tree, but they are just so nice. They have these nice lasered little floral decor pieces attached to the front, and they just have so much texture on them and beautiful colors. Now you can tell I struggled with my paint a little bit. It had dried at the top and I squeezed on the bottle too hard, so I am just going to go ahead and go with it and use this. But I cut my little pieces down to size so that I would have a base and then a flat side on the side of this so that it will like push the books together. And then I'm attaching this with hot glue. If you had extra time, you could use wood glue, but I decided to paint mine a matte black to match the arch piece itself. Put this together. I let this dry or let the glue cool down, and then I'll finish painting the backs. Make sure that you do glue these opposite so you don't make the same thing. I cut out a lot of footage of me accidentally making them exactly the same, and they need to be opposite so that they will set on either side of your books. Okay, here's another fun one that I just discovered. I'm going to be using the beige ones for this one, but I grabbed two, the exact same, and I'm just adding some tower blocks to the back of one of them. Go ahead and glue 4 of them. These are nice and like hefty pieces. They will stand alone, but we're going to make it extra thick and leave that little gap in between it so it will house some little floral pieces. So this is so beautiful. I've made projects similar to this, having to drill holes in the top. This is no power tools required, literally just gluing them together with the tower blocks in between leaves enough of a space or a gap to tuck down in some of these gorgeous new greenery pieces that I'm finding out at Dollar Tree. And how cute is this? For this project, we are using one of these larger LED candle holders. I call them candle holders. You don't really stick candles in here. It's called an LED pillar candle, but it has fairy lights in it. So you just pop in 3 AAA batteries and you're ready to go. I have used these in the past for like fall projects. I put some pine cones in here, but I had a really fun idea to actually use this as is and just stick some floral in here. So it creates a gorgeous lit up LED vase that'll look really cozy and shining, really pretty whenever you display this in your home. So I wanted to share the struggle here. I was holding up every piece of Peel and Stick that I thought would coordinate with the flowers really good, but I always go back to this one. It's kind of like a herringbone pattern, but this one is so easy to work with. It has several vertical lines in it, which makes it easy to cut because this does not have the grid on the back, so it just helps to get it more straight. I go ahead and lay down the little LED vase and then put this right in the center. This is going to cover all those ugly plastic pieces at the bottom of our floral stems. And I decided to go with these from Walmart. There's like a lavender as well as some greenery, but these are under $1 at Walmart, so definitely check out their floral picks. But I thought this was super cute and easy to put together in like 5 minutes. I had to show these to you guys. These are from Dollar General for $6, and a lot of times you can get them cheaper on Saturdays. They have coupons as well as just normal sales that they have going on in their store, like certain colored dots. But these are so gorgeous at Dollar General. They have dried flowers in them that are absolutely so well done and perfect. You can tell. I just wanted to show you how it works. You can actually slide the glass up in the front. They stuck these down in there, but you could remove these, display anything that you like. But but I felt like these little boxes were perfect little display frames that are like so wide, perfect for sticking anything you want in there, but look so gorgeous, no DIY required. Since testing out the sand wax candle that I used in my last video, I loved it so much in a clear container, I had to test it out in something else that matched my decor a little bit better. So I picked up another one. These are so inexpensive. I'll link it down below. Just grab them off of Amazon, and I think they're around $6 or less. And you can tell it's so satisfying whenever you cut the top of it, the vacuum seal on it, it releases, all falls to the bottom, so it's easy to manage. It looks like it's going to go everywhere at first, but it doesn't. It all falls to the bottom, and you're able to pour it into anything you like. I'm not going to burn it in this wooden bowl, but I thought it would be so gorgeous and really fill this in, because I hate putting vase filler in every single thing I display. So it just looks like a large, gorgeous candle that would be higher end, something you would see on like Pottery Barn's website. Okay, so these really caught my eye, these really fun scalloped LED wax pillar candles. They were a really fun shape. I did struggle with the batteries a little bit, so you just have to make sure that you get the screw at the bottom screwed in really well after you put in the batteries. But I wanted to make these over. They just had like a yellow cast to them that I didn't love. They had these in a pale pink color as well as this off-white ivory cream color. So I go ahead and pick these up, and then I wanted to make them look higher end. So I thought about adding in some gold accent to it just a little bit, but then I just totally went for it. This is some Rub and Buff paint that I can link down below, but I feel like it was the perfect color. It wasn't too yellow, gave it like a really beautiful metallic look. These were a little bit more expensive, but to switch it up and get different looks, I feel like it was perfect. I was so happy to find one of these oblong plastic planters. These are so great. I grabbed several of them. It's the perfect shape, perfect size, and we can actually use some gray paint and a little bit of baking soda to add the perfect texture to make it look more high end and have more of a concrete look slash finish. And I just love this so much. Whenever I pour this paint out, it's just this steel color Waverly chalk paint. It is not really mixed well, so that's why some of it is looking darker and lighter, but after I get to painting it on, you can't tell that it's not mixed very well. Just adding in just some baking soda that I already had on hand, and you just kind of want to rub it on in all different directions, dab your paintbrush on there. You just want as much texture as possible, and at the end, I love even just dipping my paintbrush in pure baking soda to add that directly on the outside to give it more texture, but I love the finish of this. You can see it against my fireplace stone. It looks so realistic, so much more high-end than just popping these gorgeous florals into like a plastic container. All right, so these are new this year, these stunning Dollar Tree candle holders. I found them in a couple of different colors, but I feel like they are so beautiful. So of course you could pop some taper candles in here and they would look really nice, but I actually wanted to swap that out for some of these metal flowers that I found, pairing them with a dowel rod, and I thought this was a really fun idea. Now you could just put faux florals inside of these little candle holders for a mini little vase. I just love the texture and detail on them, but I also thought it would be really cool to make it more of just like a decoration, like displaying the florals or these metal flowers. So I feel like this was really pretty. I took 2 dowel rods, cut them down to size, making one of them a little bit taller than the other. I did paint over them very quickly with some mineral colored chalk paint, glued the metal flowers to the dowel rods, and then popped them down inside of these, I almost called them vases, these candle holders. And how cute is this? I know this is something different and unique, but that's what I love about crafting. Not always using the pieces as intended purpose, but for different things like this, I think it is so cute. There was a lot of space in between the metal flower and the candle holder, so I did glue on just a little piece of burlap ribbon to make it look like it had leaves. I love the set of 2, but a set of 3 would also be really cute. You could pick any color or paint the flowers any color that you like, but I think these are stunning and such a fun piece to display for springtime. Okay, so I have used coffee beans in the past to make like a coffee candle, or where you could actually light the candle and warm up the coffee beans, but I had a fun idea to melt the candles down and put the coffee beans right on top. So I ended up using about 2 candles for this. I remove one of the wicks and stick it down in the bottom, securing it with like a paintbrush or something until it cools off and sets up, and then adding in the little coffee beans. So you want the original wax to set up and then pour a little bit of melted wax right on top. This is going to glue down or hold or secure the coffee beans in place. I kind of added too many around the wick at first, so I had to move some out of the way for the candle to actually light. Let this cool off and then dress up the outside. I purchased a lot of coffee stickers for just a couple of bucks off of Amazon. I'll link those down below, but I feel like this was a super easy way to kind of put a label on it. Coordinates very nicely and really elevates this project. Alright, so I feel like this is going to be the most popular item at Dollar Tree out right now. These are going to go so fast. They have these oblong little trays as well as these larger circle ones. They have this paint chip effect on them. They come in gray as well as a warm ivory color, and I want to share with you how to style this. So this is so pretty. I paired it with just a fake plant as well as a little plant mister, and how cute is this setting on a shelf? It really just makes everything look nice and put together rather than just setting the plant there itself. These are so nice, so a great material like concrete like would be great for a soap caddy right on the edge of your sink. Alright, so the first thing I would grab are these gorgeous little frames. They have beautiful designs on them, but they come in pink and blue. But I do wish they would give this to us in a neutral color. Not a big deal to spray paint them. I just go ahead and grab some gold spray paint. I didn't realize how much of a pink gold this was, or a rose gold, so I do go over it with a little bit of my Rub and Buff, and I will link these down below if you're interested. You can get like several different colors in one pack. And if you spray paint it first, you don't have to worry about getting it down into the cracks. You can just get in there with the spray paint. After it dries, go over it with this and just hitting the tops, and it transforms the color amazing. I will show you what it looks like compared to the original spray paint. It doesn't have even the tiniest touch of pink anymore and looks like the perfect gold without being too yellow. I grabbed a couple of just fun pics of my kids at the park and popped those in there, and I think these are absolutely stunning. You will never be able to tell that these come from the Dollar Tree, obviously, unless you flip them around, but I think these look so high-end and nice as is. Only spent $1.25 on each. Okay, so we all know that Snackle boxes are absolutely everywhere. Some of them are cheaper and some of them are nicer, and I'm proud to say that Dollar Tree is actually putting out a really nice one. It has like the silicone lid that seals pretty nicely. I've never tested it with anything too much or it turning upside down, but you can actually use this for things other than just food or snacks, because let's be real, I don't feel like I always have to put 10 different snacks in one container for my kid to eat, and if it is on the go, I understand, but it's still like a big deal, and Ziploc bags work just as great. So I love to grab these as little organizers for my craft space or office space. I used to make these with some of the tiny little clear organizers from Dollar Tree, so getting this larger one that can hold more and bigger pieces is great. So I hit up my Cricut Joy and cut out this little crafting in progress. I thought it was super cute. If I didn't mention, these were $6 at the Dollar Tree, but a really great price to get organized, add in anything that you want. I put some of my favorite craft supplies that I use often in here, so it will be super easy to access them and keep them all in one place. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!